Hi Scrubs, hope you're well. So the Piñatas has been added to the game and I had a look at it in the test server, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to have a look at that video because I'm more detail in that one than this. This one's just going to kind of be a general look at it. So this is going on to the 4th of September, and you click on Piñatas as often as possible to open them and win the surprise inside. Your Piñata will open once you've earned a certain number of points. You can earn points thanks to the clicks on the Piñata. Click 5 times per day and buy mace blows in the black market. Thanks to the clicks from your friends, you get 2 points per click from a friend and by completing objectives. So the jackpot is the divine horse Falabella of a random colour from Piñata 18 and the divine horse Sequoia, I think that's how we figured out to say it, with Piñata 20. So golden horseshoes, you can also earn golden horseshoes from the event trophy with Piñatas 1, 7, 13 and 20 and collect at least 2 golden horseshoes to take part in the prize draw, which will take place at the end of the event to try and win the divine horse Sequoia. So, play. Okay, so click on the community Piñata first. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm wondering, is it doing that thing that it did in the test version where it wasn't validating until I refreshed the page? Yeah, it's not. So if you find it does that, just refresh the page. I find the same problem on the test version. I thought they would have had that sorted by now, but it doesn't seem to be. Alright, so click on the Piñata for our first objective. Confirm. Okay, and we've won, so get your gifts. So, some agent points in a Pandora's box. Stroke a horse. Okay, we're going to do that just while we're at it. So I expect most of these objectives are the exact same as they were on the test version. I don't really expect to see too much of a difference. But obviously do check them. If you're intending to go through this whole promo to the end, do check them, because it will help you prepare in advance rather than just looking at each Piñata as you get to it. So I need to stroke a horse. Okay. So, complete that. And put a pony to bed. Okay, we can do that. Need to find a pony first though. Put to bed. Okay, we'll go back to the Piñatas now. Okay, so we get 10 mace blows for that to use. I hate how tedious this is. Right, well it's not that tedious, but... Okay, that's all we can do for the moment until that counts down again, so that we'll have to wait that long for the next bunch of clicks. So you can ask for help, obviously. 2 of your friends. You can click on your Piñata today. Each click from your friends will bring 2 points to your Piñata. And obviously then you can offer help to anybody under here as well. I like the way this is set up, that it kind of automatically just does it. That's kind of handy. Because the way it's been in the past, sometimes it was a bit of a pain, like you'd have to click and then go back. So I like that this is more automatic than it has been in the past. So the thing that is really crucial, as I said, if you're looking to go the whole way through these, is to use these buttons here and to go through them and check what the objectives are, okay? Because if you know exactly what the objectives are, you can prepare for these things. So if you want to get to, let's say, you know, number 10, make sure you're looking at all the Piñatas prior to that. You know, depending on where you want to get to, is check all the objectives. And as you get further through, then eventually there'll be 3 objectives per Piñata. You know, you want to be looking at these things and knowing that you're going to have to, you know, have a hop ready or have a Pegasus ready to remove wings. You know, things like that. Accept an item in trade, you know, reach 100 blood with a horse. You know, you're going to have Aquas for this part. Open a Horn of Plenty, you're going to need a hop. I did see that on the test version. Giving a card to a horse born from Uranus and Giga cards. That's a foundation horse, okay? So, I'll show you one of those really quickly, just for anybody that doesn't know what that is. Okay, so for example, any horse that is like this, Uranus and Giga, and Divines, for example, are that, and foundation horses like this. So these are the sort of horses that you want to be looking for, basically, if you need to do that particular objective. So you need to win 25 competition for that one. Stroke horse that's more than 40 years old. So you're going to need to find one for that. I just have a slight theory that maybe you could stroke somebody's Xanthos to do that, even if you don't own it. So that is something, I don't know. I didn't get to try that on the test version. I would have liked to, but if anybody can tell me whether that does work for it, you know, that would be great. But if we get to that point, I will try it. In case give mash, you know, to a horse with so many points. Aquas Reserve. Red golden apple coat, so you're going to need to have a golden apple or a pass or some diamonds in stock for that. You know, win 2 competitions with a foundation. Buy a horse for at least a pass, you know, that was that one. Remove a unicorn's horn. Give birth to twins, you're going to need a fertility one for that. Win 1 rosette. So basically, whichever, you know, piñata that you want to get to, make sure that you're prepared for the objectives of all the piñatas that get you up to that point. If you're not looking to go to 20, then you're not going to need to worry about all of them, but just be aware of that. And, you know, make sure to do your friend clicks. Make sure to do your objectives in the right order, because that makes a big difference. You know, if you start, you know, if you log in, you go, oh, I've got 5 clicks, and you immediately use all your clicks, and then you look down here and see that the objective was, if you had done the objective first, you would have got extra points for each of your clicks. So you've just wasted that. So make sure you know, pay attention to that. So that's the sort of thing you need to be aware of. So these are all the prizes, and they're pretty much exactly the same what they were on the test server, really. I don't really see any massive difference. I would like the Harmony Pack if I can get it. And Sequoia is one of the Plant Kingdom horses. He can be watered instead of drinking. This horse gives our skills increase when you give him droppings. The skills increase depends on the amount of droppings the horse is given, as well as the season in game. Once he reaches 2,500 skill points, he can be pruned. His skill points are set back to 0, and he offers you 1 Grizzly, as long as you don't already have one in your inventory, and this horse cannot be sold. So the Grizzly was something I had a look at on the test server. So this is an animal who keeps your horse company. It wakes up during your horse's first action of the day, and it falls asleep when the latter ages. When they're awake, the Grizzly applies a bonus to your horse of +3 stamina, and the companion cannot be trained. So this is a companion, and I didn't know whether they'd ever bring these back, but they seem to be bringing it back as a bonus item, maybe from Just Divines, rather than maybe implementing it back into the game necessarily. So yeah, that's just a general overlook at the piñatas. As I said, if you want a more detailed look, do have a look at the one that I did on the test version, and I will put a link to that at the end of this video. Anyway, scrubs, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a good day. Bye!